Hello, learners. You're welcome specially to English with Teacher Dixon. I want us to dive into a very important aspect of Concord of English language. That's the agreement between the constituents of a sentence. Today, we want to consider compound subject concord. Previously, we talked about subject-verb concord. Furthermore, on that, we want to dwell on compound subject, a situation where we have a compound subject. First, what do we mean by compound subject? Compound subject is a subject that is made up of two entities, two or more entities. What do I mean by entities? You can have two names of things, two names of persons, two names of places as the subject of the sentence. It means that is a compound subject. And mostly the two entities are joined by a coordinating conjunction. We have many coordinating conjunctions in English language. Major ones are and, but, nor, or. Okay. So, a situation that you have any of the coordinating conjunction linking two subjects together. How do we consider such subject and what is the kind of verb that the sentence will attract? That's what we want to consider. So we have here compound subjects concord. This rule states that when two subjects are joined together by and, they are considered plural and thus require a plural verb. The point I would like you to note here is the conjunction that joins these two entities together, the conjunction and. So when you have and in between two nouns, how do we consider that particular noun in terms of number and what kind of verb you'll be attracted? So the rule states that when two subjects are joined together by and, they are considered plural and thus require a plural verb. Remember the general rule stated that a singular subject must go with a singular verb and then a plural subject must go with a plural verb. So the same thing applies to compound subjects. So when the subject is considered plural, the verb must also be plural. Examples are listed here. Number one example is Daniel and Peter go to school every day. In this sentence, the first thing you need to do is to identify the subject of the sentence before the predicate aspect of the sentence. So what's the subject of this sentence? Daniel and Peter, because the subject of the sentence is that part of the sentence before the verb. So immediately after Peter, you have go, which is the verb. Hence, Daniel and Peter is regarded as a compound subject because we have two entities, two names, Daniel. We also have Peter, and the two entities are joined by the conjunction and. Hence, the subject of this sentence is considered plural and then require a plural verb, go. Note that goes is a singular verb, whereas go is a plural verb. So since this subject is plural, we choose go as the verb. So Daniel and Peter go to school every day is correct. Again, we have my friend and his uncle are reliable. My friend is the first entity, his uncle is the second entity, and the two are joined together by the conjunction and. Hence, we consider it as plural and also choose a plural verb, which is are. My friend and his uncle are reliable. Moreover, when two subjects are used to refer to the same person, the subject should be considered singular and a singular verb is used. A situation where you have two subjects joined together by and, yet the two subjects are considered as the same. You, you are going to choose a singular verb because such combination, such compound subject is considered singular. A typical example is the head of school, an English teacher, is in class. In this case, the head of school is equally an English teacher. Hence, we make use of the verb is, which is singular. Also, his schoolmate and girlfriend has come. His schoolmate and girlfriend has come. His schoolmate is equally the same person as his girlfriend. Hence, we choose has, which is a singular verb. So this is what is applicable in a situation where we have two subjects joined together by and, which are considered as singular subjects. So we choose a singular verb. Now let's compare this, and what we have here. My brother and his best friend are classmates. In this case, the subject of the sentence is my brother and his best friend. And this one is considered plural because my brother is a different person from his best friend. Hence, it is plural. That's why we use are as the verb, classmates. So, note the difference between this one and the previous one. Again, the governor and his entourage have arrived. The governor and his entourage have arrived. Why do we use the verb have? It is because we have a plural subject, which is the governor, which is different from his entourage. Students usually get this particular example twisted. They tend to get confused when it comes to the difference between what we have here and what we have here. The difference is that when the two subjects are stated this way, you will have an article or a determiner before the main subject. My brother. Then, after the conjunction and, you have his, which is another determiner before best friend. The same thing here, the governor. After and, we have his entourage. So when you have it arranged this way, note that it is considered plural. But in this case, we have the head of school, an English teacher. There is no article here. There is no determiner here. Hence, it refers to just one person. His schoolmate and girlfriend. There is no article or determiner here. So when it is arranged this way, it is regarded as singular. But when it is arranged this way, it is regarded as plural. Let's consider this one. If we have something like the head of school and the English teacher, because of that article, the, it means that they are different entities. The head of school is a different person from the English teacher. So the verb we are going to have in such sentence will be are and not is. So please take note of this. Moreover, I'd like you to consider these few auxiliary verbs. Note the difference between the singular auxiliary verb and the plural auxiliary verbs. Here I'm only arranging the primary auxiliary verbs. It ranges from is. Is a singular verb, was, has, and does. Then on the plural form, we have are, were, have, and do. So in any sentence that you have a singular subject, any of these should be applicable. But if you have a plural subject, then choose one of these. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please do well to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and comment on it. I remain your very own teacher Dixon.